All right, Legacy Builders, we wanted to come on here and share with you a little bit about how we got here to Punta Mita, Mexico, and wanted to let you know how doable this actually is. So I can speak to you coming from a perspective of having been with MLMs for the last 11, almost 12 years. And I can tell you that this incentive, the moment I saw it, I literally said to Ginger, you have no idea how doable this is. This is so doable. So that was probably one of the first things that hooked me was, okay, there isn't a lot of all these creative ways that we have to come up with how to earn these points. It was just a very straightforward, and that's what made it feel doable. I will tell you, we had 18 weeks to earn this trip. And I literally, so you needed 100 points was your minimum to earn the trip for 2, and airfare for 1. And I literally thought I had my points wrong. I had something I had miscalculated along the way, okay? And I needed 100 points to earn it. And the last 4 weeks out from the end of the incentive, I was sitting at 60 points, and I did not think that's where I was. And this panic started to settle in, and I was thinking, I thought I had this. Like, what is going on? I have almost half of the points to earn in 4 weeks. And I literally just sat down with the Lord in my living room, and I said, okay, I'm not going to be desperate. I'm not going to do this in an icky feeling way. If this is going to happen, this is going to be because of you. Because there are people who need these patches. There are people who need this financial opportunity, and I want to be those hands and feet, but I'm not going to do it in this salesy, disconnected, cold messaging way. And y'all, the people just started pouring in. People who I'd never talked to, people who had no clue had been watching, people who didn't even know they were interested in the patches until one day they just saw one of my posts, right? That consistency of showing up on social media and just being real, authentic, me, being yourself is so key. And it was all of that played a role into it. And literally, I earned it, full points earned the last day. And it was the weekend before. And I messaged Ginger, and I'm like, girl, it's going to be Jesus if I get this. And Ginger was like, we're praying you through this. We got this. Like, it's happening, you know. It's going to happen. And yeah. And so she messaged me a couple times throughout the incentive and was like, Gail, I'm like, you've got this. This is so doable. You know, we were being that voice of reason for each other when we needed it, you know.
Talking to each other off the ledge a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah, so, but I did on the very last day. And it, like I said, I refuse to do it. I've done MLMs in the past where it feels icky, it feels gross. And I walk away not feeling like my true authentic self and how I spoke to someone. And that was really important to me to do different this time around. And so I earned it. Whew, the last couple of hours. I'm not going to say that I never had doubt. There was a little times it crept in, but it was an amazing opportunity for God to show me his faithfulness, and the ability that we have to speak life into ourselves, into our business.
Yeah. I've never done an MLM incentive trip before. This is the first one I tried to get and I got, and it's been completely amazing. We were in a room full of probably, I'd say 400 or 500 people in a room on Monday night, which was the first night we were here, or first full day we were here. Monday morning.
Yeah.
It was morning time. And so they had asked, raise your hand if this is your first incentive trip. And we gauged probably about half of the people raised their hand. It was amazing how many people are in this trip. So that's how doable it is. Mm-hmm. What helped me in terms of strategy was first just making my mindset of I'm going on this trip. And Gail and I just kept speaking the affirmations. Even when it looked a little scary, we're like, we're going on this trip. We're going on this trip. Yeah. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And we prayed ourselves through it. But things that helped me, we're sitting down with Gail. We planned it out the week before the incentive started. We planned about how many people we needed, like per week or per month, to really earn the points, the different ways we can earn points. which were like enrolling brand partners, or even getting them to step up from one kit to the next earned you points. So there's different ways to earn points. Going from manager to director would get you points. So there's lots of different ways you can get points, and going over that with her and just kind of planning strategically about what my goals were and how to get there, how to get to that 100 points was really, really, really helpful. And again, just speaking life into myself and Gail speaking life into me of we're going on this trip. Like anytime we had doubt settle in, we just casted it out and we were like, nope, this is our goal and we are going to get it. God wants us to have abundance. This is a part of that deal. So we are going to step in faith and do it. And I feel like that was really, really helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. You have anything else?
Should we tell them a little bit about the trip?
Yeah. Okay.
Neither one of us have been to an all-inclusive.
No.
So this has been like, woo,
No.
spoiling. Major spoiling.
Everyone at this resort knows that I have had lamb shank, okay? Because I keep telling everyone, y'all, I ate lamb shank. I have never ordered that because at a restaurant, I would never order that because of the price. I would never have ordered that, right? Like the first thing I do when I open up a menu is I look at the price, right? And so here, being at an all-inclusive, it free, as my kids call it. It's free, right, Mom? I'm like, well, it's free, right? But we did not pay to be here, so it is, it is free. But I got lamb, and it was just like falling off the bone, and I was like, this is what it means to eat like off of like the $40, $50+ menu, like this is really nice, and not just the salad and the soup or whatever it is. So that's been awesome. The people here are phenomenal. The resort staff, every single person has met us with a smile. Buenos dias. I'm learning.
They clean your sunglasses while you're sitting in the beach chair. No joke. We're like, this is for real. I was picking up seashells for my kids, and one of the lifeguard staff came over and just started picking up seashells that he had a really good eye of what cool seashells are, and just gave them to me for my kids. It was just over the top amazing.
They want to know what you want to drink, anything. Like if you just want an ice water, they're there to serve it to you by the pool. People are ordering food by the pool, and I was like, you can do that? Like it's so foreign to me, right? They make our beds and everything every night, but our lady's done little designs and things with some of our stuff in our room, which is fun. But the hospitality here has just been phenomenal. And the weather has been like, we couldn't have ordered it any better. Went on a catamaran and saw whales, sea turtles, stingrays, dolphins.
Yeah, pretty cool.
We saw a lot of things, and that was an excursion paid for by LifeWave. That was part of our trip earned.
You could also, if you didn't want to do that, you could do zip lining, you could do horseback riding, ATV riding. So there were choices that you could have done. Yeah.
I think we chose the best.
We did. It was pretty fun. And people were like jumping off the boat, swimming and kayaking and paddleboarding right off the boat. It was just amazing, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. There's like 200 of us on the boat, so it was not a small boat. It was a big one. But
I will tell you, my husband, I don't want to go on a cruise. I've got things about Ginger Howell and cruise boats. Just doesn't feel right to me. It's too Gilligan's Islandy, and so my husband loves cruise boats. And one reason why he likes it is because he can go eat whatever, whenever, and he doesn't have to worry about the cost. And he told me on the balcony the other night, he goes, I think you've converted me, because this is like the best of both worlds. You're not going anywhere. You can settle in, and you can have like the cruise boat eating life that you want. Like you just walk in. If you want to try some steak and some lamb and some salmon, you can order it all and try it all. That just blows my mind, because that was not the mentality that I've grown up with, because it's always about cost. And here that's not a factor. Now, I might get in trouble when I go back home and I go into a restaurant and just order and walk out without paying the bill, because that's what you do here. And I'm like, I'm going to end up in jail. But yeah, it's been phenomenal. It's just been, and just the people. Oh my gosh, the people. Just talking to people, seeing people wearing patches everywhere, everybody, it's like your people. You're with your people. They all have that kind of same mindset. So that's just been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been a blast. Absolutely.
So next time, everybody,
You'll
We're
be
rooting
there.
for you.
Yeah.
We want to strategize with you. We want to help you get your goals. So if incentives are something that you want to earn, let us know, and we're going to help you plan the next one. I think the next one's going to drop fairly soon, probably in the next month or even maybe a few weeks.
I was gonna say the next couple weeks, I think it's gonna drop.
Yeah, so we'll keep you all updated on that, and it's usually about a 4-month period that you have time to earn points. So that's really doable. You just got to plan and be consistent, and just have your eye on the prize and just keep going for that. And yeah, we don't know where it is next, so that's kind of fun. So
Yeah,
we'll let you all know.
but we're gonna be there together.
Yes, we are.